Well, hello there. I'm Christine and welcome to my channel. A few weeks ago, I was watching Robert Farrah on Tea and Tarot, and I'll put his details in the bottom of the video so you can check out his channel. And he was doing a book review on Tarosophy by Marcus Katz. And I'm just going to change the channels, that's better, so you can see the book, Tarosophy by Marcus Katz. And he was giving his review on it, and there was a mention of some NLP, and as an NLP practitioner and hypnotherapist, I haven't worked for 12 months, but I'm working again now. I thought, oh, that sounds interesting, because for me, I had never really used tarot in a setting with a client. So here we go with the book, Robert, and I thank you. And Robert even said to me, oh, you're taking some time, and I had to wait weeks and weeks and weeks to get this because it had to come from OS to Australia. And wow, things have changed since the travel has slowed down, and the flights aren't there, and therefore we don't get the old book in the old 2-week turnaround that we used to get. But anyway, I went through this book. It is on the back, based on 30 years of studying, reading and teaching tarot, with more than 10,000 face-to-face readings and extensive research in the field. You don't have to look very far to see the work from Marcus Katz to know that he is an academic, but he's also had an interest and read cards since he was in his teens, and it's a good book to have on your shelf. I did mark some things in it. I can understand when Robert spoke about how it's sort of probably a little bit daunting for someone very new to tarot. However, I find it's really good to have this on your bookshelf, because it's a wonderful reference book if you want to take your time to there's the old book depository bookmarks, bless them, to do this. And the thing I found interesting was consecrating your cards. So I guess that's tuning into them and clearing the energy and things like that. There was wonderful things about what you can expect if you're going to start reading for people, even with family. Like some people say, I'll start with family and friends. Well, in my opinion, they can be quite cruel when you're first starting out. But it is a brilliant book, but you do need to take the time to go through it. So as I said, it's a great book to have on your bookshelf, and you will refer back to it from time to time. Getting into the NLP, it all made sense from what I use. Oh dear, I've lost the place, but it's very good. It's very good. You can make, what I liked about was this, you can do all these and mix and match them on page 232 and make your own readings up, and make your own spreads, which I thought was an excellent tool to have. It does go in, the only fault I would have it, and this is me personally, is I don't ever read with the Kabbalah, and I've never been drawn to do it. I don't know why. I'm a Catholic, so I don't know whether anything to really be with religious. Years ago, when I was reading in the 90s in a smaller town of about 140,000 plus millions of tourists coming in, myself and 5 other readers were the main readers that were out there in the paper, come and have a reading, see what the cards have to say for you type situation. And they there was a reader there, Elaine, and he probably still is in Cairns, and he read Kabbalah, and he read Kabbalah so well that you could just, if someone said, oh, I really wanted a reading through the eyes of Kabbalah, you would send them to Elaine. And so for me, it's very much a specialist thing. Marcus Katz has covered this very well, if that is something that you want, but it is not an easy subject of the tarot, aspect of the tarot, to go down that road. It's a lot of dedication, and I find the people that do it really well. But other than that, there's lots of other good things in it. It is in segments of beginner. Maybe if for your birthday or Christmas or whatever, someone gives you a deck, this may not be the very first book you go for, because there's other books I have on my shelf that would be a real beginner. Mind you, the little white book we all had many years ago was useless, out the window that went. But there you have it. But I hope Robert's happy with that, with all of that. But and another thing I will just add, for me, when I read this, I sort of couldn't get with whether Marcus is the author, how he actually sits one-on-one with someone working with the tarot. Because for me personally, I'm a tarot astrologer and a tarot reader, which I was for many years, and then I moved into hypnosis. Well, I was into it a bit in the 70s, but more in 2000 I did serious training and opened up my practice. And for me, I would never be the way I was taught. I would never sort of just start laying cards out in front of someone and say, well, this is how your session's going to go today. And because to me that would be layering on something. When a person sort of, oh, I didn't come for that, I wanted help to stop smoking, or make change with my anxiety, something. So I would never work it like that. And if I did, I would tend to lay cards out and let the person pick and talk to me where they're at, which is more of a counselling way of using them, if you like. So I'm not sure how I think Marcus teaches NLP and using the tarot, and I'm sure he teaches it in a way that you would be able to incorporate it into a session without just sort of surprising people that you may not know their thoughts on divination. But that's just was my thoughts with that, because I sort of couldn't gauge from the book how he worked with it, but I could look into that further. But anyway, a good book to have on your shelf. Not an easy book. There are easier books out there, but still a good reference book. Like, I'm glad I've got it, and at different times I can refer to that. But yeah, that's my take on it, Robert. And thank you for drawing my attention to it. And thank you everyone for watching. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye for now.